is a big episode because the next episode we record will be post Zach and Carly wedding, and so this is like the end of an era.
This is the last time we'll all be virgins.
Not a big deal, according to AJ.
Yeah, I looked right at AJ.
Yeah.
So
you're gonna have that glow about you. You're gonna have that post-wedding glow.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll feel any different, even though we've been married for a year and a half, and the wedding is just for show
formality.
But I'm hoping that there will be a lot of stories that we'll be able to share on the podcast about what a great time we had. But since this may be the last time I see you before wedding time, is there any questions that you have for me?
I'm going to see you in 2 days.
Oh.
Yeah, we have plans. It's on the calendar, Zach.
Yeah, we have some really profound questions queued up for you.
Okay. All right.
Well, I won't see you in 2 days.
Well,
I mean, you could if you wanted to.
We're all going to watch Widow's Bay.
Yeah, we're going to watch Widow's Bay, which, oh man, we are so about Widow's Bay now.
Don't know what this is. You don't have to describe it now on the show.
An Apple Plus show.
You got to watch it.
I hate when people say that.
You got it.
What does that mean? Give me a reason to watch it.
We're obsessed.
Okay. Do you like the X-Files?
Do you like the Stephen King universe? It's Stephen King meets Parks and Rec. There.
I would say this
I wouldn't
not
describe
for
it
me
that way at all. I would describe it that way at all.
I'm tepid about Parks and Rec. I think it's
horror,
okay.
Agree to disagree then.
It's a horror comedy show about a small town that has all kinds of creepy, ghostly, demonic things bubbling up from the surface, and the mayor is running around because he wants it to be a tourist destination. So he's like, oh no, but it's good at being both genuinely scary monster of the week and a kind of lighthearted, diffusing the tension with comedy, ongoing series about this thing. Yeah.
Thank you, James.
I would
describe
it as the X-Files meets Schitt's Creek.
Yes.
Okay.
There we go.
That's a better. We got
Sorry,
there,
Elyse, but that's way better.
As someone who has severe ADHD, I cannot. It is so hard, and I don't know if it's the ADHD. It's just me. I find it so difficult to get into a show when someone's like, you gotta watch this. I need to be wined and dined and brought into it in a way that's like, let me describe this to you.
Transition period, right? Like that's for me for a lot of things where I'm like the transition from doing X to Y can be tough.
See, but this is how we get into shows, how Carly and I get into shows. It's when I'm traveling for a speaking engagement. When you're on a plane, it's very nice to have a show to watch. And you can't really do anything else while you're on a plane. So you just watch the whole season of the show, and you don't have to, there's no barrier to entry when the alternative is just sitting and listening to the plane.
I listen to music and I power sleep.
You can sleep on a plane?
Yeah, but I wouldn't consider it a restful sleep. I would consider it like forced sleeping, where I am just like, my eyes are closed. I'm basically trying to create missing time. I'm trying to create gaps in which I am not conscious. And so I will put on music.
Depression.
Basically. But I will just lay there in a hunched position with my eyes closed, listen to music, or I have a Steam Deck and I play my little video games.
Oh, you play video games?
I do. Video games are great.
You only play video games where you do voices?
No, actually, I would say the opposite is I almost never play games that I'm a voice in.
What's been your biggest
regret?
I was going to say the most voice recording that you've done for a video game.
Maybe Foolish Mortals, the game that just came out in October, where I was the main character, but I recorded like thousands of lines. Yeah, the titular Foolish Mortal.
Thousands of hours?
No, not hours. Lines. There were so many lines. But it's also like because it's a adventure game, so every eventuality, like someone will click on something once, get a certain response, and will never have to hear the tree of other things that I did.
So it's like an Answer For It episode, except people don't get to make a choice. We just go on all of the
tangents for
them.
Yeah.
I wish this could be a choose your own answer format where we give them, each of us gives 3 answers that then they can choose and go down that tree.
Wow. That would be cool. That would make so much more work for us, but make it more enjoyable for them.
Yeah.
There's 4 possible realities for every question asked, which is 1, the right answer is one the 3 of us don't say. And then the other 3 realities are that the joke answers we do say do end up being the right answers.
Wow.
Think about that.
Whoa. Think about that.
Think about
Think
that.
about that.
Think about that.
Welcome to Answer For It. This is a comedy podcast disguised as a trivia podcast. I'm Elyse Willems. I ask trivia questions to Zach Anner, James Willems, and AJ LoCascio, and they have to try to guess the answers, but I prefer when they just come up with funny answers.
We're all here and we're all ready to go.
AJ.
Yes, hello.
Do you want to start the show? Usually I ask the questions, and I know I just said that. I just basically
Just
gave the
putting me
conceit
on
of
the
the
spot.
show. But do you want to ask your question?
Yeah. What is Cheetle?
Like Don Cheetle?
Don? The surname of my war machine.
It is not spelled the same.
Oh, okay. Well,
What
that
is
changes
Cheetle?
things. What is it? How is it spelled? E-E?
Are you sure it's not Cheetle and you're just pronouncing it wrong?
No, I'm sure.
That'd be
Cheetle.
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 Oh, yeah. Cheetle.
It's when a cheetah giggles. It's like the little sound if a cheetah is on the in the savannah rolling around in the grass on its back, and maybe another cheetah tickles its tummy.
Gives little tummy kisses.
Yeah.
Little raspberries.
Little
What does it
raspberry.
sound like when a cheetah laughs? Makes a little cheetah chortle. All right. Is
I
that
don't like that.
cheetah also luring children to its
Oh.
candy cabin?
Okay. Don't ask me to make the sound and then criticize it.
In my cheetah cabin for little German children.
It was a maniacal cackle a little bit.
It was a little delightful.
Come look inside my oven, my little cheetah children. Are you hungry for gumdrops and licorice trees?
Okay. Don't kick her while she's down.
Sorry.
I already feel bad about the impression, and then you just have to.
I hate when I'm on a safari and I hear,
Oh, are you hungry for gingerbread cookies, my little Liebchen?
I went from impression to depression.
"Aw,
Maybe you feel better if you have a little candy hat for you to wear.
Could
that
someone
you
else
can
please
munch.
answer this
Oh,
stupid
okay.
No one else can answer because he won't stop, and he's the one who asked the question.
I am in control now. I am the captain now. Stragan on here to take away all your sadness.
go on."
I think
Cheetle.
Cheetle is an off-brand sort of trail mix that comes with cheddar cheese popcorn, raisins,
Raisins.
and caramels,
Okay.
and then probably some sesame sticks.
That sounds like a really violent
Yeah, this
mixture
terrible.
of
And
things.
that's what
Yeah.
it says on the bag. It says cheese, popcorn, raisin. What did you say?
Raisin, caramel, and sesame
and
sticks.
probably sesame sticks.
Probably.
They
can't
They
guarantee.
don't put in as many, so
No.
if you get a clump, then it's like, oh, you got some.
Clump of
Probably.
raisins. You got them raisins.
Are
And
we
you got
due
the
for a
sis.
Clumps reboot?
No,
Mm.
I don't think so. Not yet.
We
need
are
a new young comedian to take over and be the new. face.
Kevin Hart. Wouldn't we all love to
Younger.
see Kevin Hart do the same voice for every clump?
He and Eddie are too close in age. They're both performers for the same demographic. So
I guess that's true. Zach, you are getting somewhere in the stratosphere, but I want to hear what James has to say.
a Cheetle is someone who cheats on a test, but like percentage wise, like only a little bit. Like it's 100 question multiple choice test. They're sure about 98 of them, right? Like they're pretty sure about 98 of them. But then the last 2, they're like, I'm just going to look this up.
I used to do that.
You're a little
Well,
Cheetle?
You're a little Cheetle?
I used to be a little Cheetle when I would. So I had a personal aide all through grade school and high school.
Must
I
be
remember.
nice.
Yeah, it was. And it was usually a 45-year-old man or woman, and
Do they have
I
to be
would have
45?
extended time on my test, so I could take as long as I wanted. So
Uh-huh.
I figured out if I was really struggling with the question, I could wear down my aid to like point me in the right direction because I would just go back and forth. It was like Wallace Shawn in The Princess Bride.
Oh my
I
God.
clearly cannot choose the answer B because obviously, and then they would be like, you think maybe C? You think, because I think maybe you'd be happy if you chose C.
Wow.
That's
That's
very remarkable.
It
incredible.
was a little Cheetle.
That is incredible.
Wow,
Okay,
you
that-
are a little
That is
Cheetle.
officially what a Cheetle is now. I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
we're
AJ.
changing. The answer has suddenly, it's like Back to the Future where the picture changes. Doodle-doodle-doo. I want to know more about your relationship with your aides. That's great. Like the fact that you could have an open communication during the test is very cool.
Well, I wasn't supposed to be able to have an open communication. They were just supposed to be,
Well, what else were they
Writing
there
down
for?
but
Seen, not heard. That's what their job
Yeah,
was.
were they standing next to you like a bodyguard otherwise? Like, what
Well,
was their purpose?
They were just supposed to take down what I said, but I was so
Huh.
I was so chatty that I would be like, I can wear him down.
Cheetle is the dust left on your fingers after eating Cheetos. It is the official name for the dust.
They shouldn't be allowed to name that for
I know.
me.
You know where I learned that? Unwrapped with Mark Summers.
There we go
Wow.
again.
Unwrapped.
I gotta watch this show.
It is so peaceful and delightful, and I know I brought it up in the last episode, but everyone should watch Unwrapped. That is my go-to sleepy day show.
You
Zach.
know what I heard is that I read that with Doritos, the dust, they made a Dorito that tastes exactly the same but doesn't leave the dust on your fingers, and decided that the dust on your fingers was part of the experience. But I hate the dust on my
Yeah.
fingers.
I eat
I want
chips
the
and
option.
stuff like that with chopsticks, so I don't get my fingers dirty.
Yeah,
Huh.
we don't want finger princess over here.
No,
Which
because we don't want to be
is-
incriminated for a crime when we leave our Cheetle.
Yeah.
I will say that if I grabbed a Cheeto and it did not leave some sort of residue, it would feel somehow more artificial than it already is. Like, what have you sprinkled it with that this doesn't come off on my fingers?
Got a shellac
Feels
on it.
chemical
Yeah.
in nature.
Well, there's all sorts of cookies and chips that don't leave dust, and you're not like, I'm suspicious of this.
Hell, I don't know. I mean, what chips, tortilla chips, but they don't have any sort of dusting or glaze or on it or anything. And
That's why they
cookies
taste like
are a
nothing.
completely different compound.
Things can taste good without leaving crap on your fingers.
I guess it's the presentation of it. It appears dusted. And so if it didn't leave dust behind, I would go, what is this stuff? It's not natural. These Cheetos didn't grow in nature.
They could probably just
I-
bake it in Right?
Yeah, they can bake it in. They bake
then-
it in.
and then
know.
just leave it. They don't need to dust it after.
They don't
I
need
don't
to
know.
dust.
I don't know. I say keep the Cheeto.
You know, Doctor Who, he travels through time. He's got a TARDIS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
We've seen a lot of Doctor Who's.
Yeah.
Why is the scarf of the fourth Doctor Who, played by Tom Baker in 1974, so long? Why is his scarf so long?
Oh, there's probably a ton of Doctor Who fans listening that
Mhm.
know all of this. But has anyone here watched Doctor Who?
I only watched one episode. I thought that I was watching it. I think someone recommended an episode to me that I misinterpreted. I was like, oh, that episode from that season. But I watched a random episode, not the one they suggested. And it was the one where the woman's skin is stretched out and she's like, spray me, mist me. Have you ever seen that? It's like a meme.
Oh,
Where it's like, it's just, she's just skin with eyes and a face, and a person's like spraying them down. And I'm like, why
Oh,
on
yes,
God's green earth?
I do know this, but I don't know why. I didn't think it was from Doctor Who.
It is, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm like, why would
Ugh.
anyone recommend it? I start with this episode. And so that was my one foray into Doctor Who, and I went, never again. I'm going to guess that the scarf represents all the previous doctors that have come before. So there's like a stripe. I don't know what, I know that he has kind of a striped scarf. And so each stripe
Yeah.
is a doctor, not necessarily in our world, but canonically, each stripe represents a doctor.
When you
That is-
kill the doctor before you,
Yeah,
you
when-
need to add a
that's
stripe
not how it
to your
works. Yeah, when you-
scarf.
That's not how it works.
burst from their chest,
Uh-huh.
and you go, I am the new doctor now.
It's like how to make an American quilt, except it's how to make a British scarf.
What's
No one
what's
talks about that
American
movie
quilt?
anymore.
No one does.
What's American quilt?
It was a
But
movie.
we do.
We do.
What is it?
That and fried green tomatoes. We do a double
Yeah.
header
Oh,
once
yeah.
a year.
Yeah, I'm always talking about fried green tomatoes. Every time there's like a little monorail or a little train going by, I'm like, don't want to
Yeah.
get fried green tomatoes.
Every time I get my boots stuck in the tracks, and then I
I
can't.
always say that. And I was at Disneyland the other day. I got good in fried green tomatoed right in there. And I was like, oh no.
Oh no. For the viewers and the listeners that don't know, in the movie Fried Green Tomatoes, there's a character who gets his boots stuck in the train
Chris
tracks.
Chris O'Donnell.
Chris O'Donnell, and
Robin?
he can't get it unlaced fast enough to get his foot cut out. So the locomotive just slowly grinds to a halt, but then runs over him.
Well, you made it sound like it grind to a halt right as and then sped
Then
up
it
over his
happens
foot.
again.
No,
Yeah.
it happens again because it's chasing his hat down the tracks. It's very charming.
Isn't he chasing her hat?
Yeah, chasing her hat.
Yeah.
And the hat is not going very fast.
No. Because it's playful. It's a playful moment.
It's playful. And then
Young lovers.
then he dies and young Jessica Tandy and then her lesbian lover played by Mary Louise Parker,
Uh-huh.
which my mom was we watched it last year and she did not get any of the lesbian undertones. She said, oh, they're just good friends the whole way through. Just good friends.
Oh, I mean, I definitely didn't get those either, but I think I was 8 years old when I
Yeah,
saw
I
it.
was
that was
too
my
young.
thing. I was 8 years old, so I didn't get that. But then Mary Louise Parker's son
Mhm.
gets his boot stuck in the tracks, but they're able to save him, but he loses his leg.
Because in the
He
movie,
looks so proud when he
in
turns.
the movie, the scene happens again almost exactly the same way. And then it cuts, if I recall, to a funeral. And it's like, oh my God, it happened again. But they're burying his leg.
Just the leg.
It's a great movie.
Yeah,
Really great movie, honestly.
Great movie.
It's a great movie. I
Doctor
love
Who.
movies that cover all that time.
Forgot.
It's because he makes the scarf out of his foreskin.
Oh, does it keep regenerating?
That's why it's so long. Yeah.
Mm.
I have an answer.
Okay.
Oh, wait. I thought it was because the doctor who directly before him, very briefly, was a snowman.
The shortest
I think how-
lived Doctor
Look how
Who.
amused he is.
Yeah.
Look how amused he is by that answer.
I just thought
But why?
it would be
Why would
so
that
dumb
change anything?
to stop you.
Why would that
because
change
he was
anything?
going to move on. And you're like, wait, hold on.
Why would the snowman scarf be extra long?
That's a real big snowman.
Okay, so it's the giant snowman was the
We don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we don't make the scarves based on the snowman. The snowman just gets our garbage that we don't need. That's the whole concept behind
No.
the snowman.
I go shopping for my snowman.
No, you don't.
I do.
When was the last time you made a snowman?
1968.
See,
Oh,
Yeah.
the same time Doctor Who got that long scarf.
And
I don't
Charles
even know where
Schultz.
I would get a
house burned down.
Snowman worthy carrot these days.
Carrots are pretty big.
Yeah, they're all genetically modified.
Yeah.
That's what brings them to life these days. Is what's with the line we called him Parson Brown? Is
I've looked this up before.
what is up with
Yeah.
that? Did they just need a lyric in the song that fit the right
I think
syllables?
Parson Brown was somebody.
Yeah, it was somebody.
It was another word for clergyman.
Yeah.
So like a pastor or something.
But they named the snowman Parson Brown.
Yeah. It's like if we named something
The
Pope.
Pope. And
So-
we named him the Pope. Like, what a
So
weird.
The young couple appeared to be intent on marrying, so they would seek out Pastor Brown.
Pastor Parson Brown.
I don't know.
Why did it become Parson?
I don't know.
He'll
Those
say,
are-
"Are you
Knuckles.
married?" We'll say, "No, but you can do the job when you're in town." So he would do the job of
What a-
marrying that Parson
What a
Brown.
tangent for that song.
Wow.
Get to
And
the snowmaking.
all because of my snowman answer.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
You really learned something.
We
on
learned
this show.
something.
Thank God we didn't rush ahead.
The iconic, excessively long, multicolored scarf worn by Tom Baker, the fourth Doctor, was born from a hilarious misunderstanding in 1974. The costume designer had this massive bag of varied wool that they gave to a knitwear expert, Begonia Pope, who was not a Harry Potter character. Her name was Begonia Pope. And they wanted her to just like select a few colors, but she misunderstood and instead she used every single ball of yarn, resulting in a scarf over 12 feet long.
Oh, it was a real Spinal Tap Stonehenge scenario where she just misread the length.
The British have done it again.
I have a question. How come when the snowman came to life, he went, "Are you married?" Why was that the first thing the snowman asked?
He already trying to hit it.
They go, "Hey, listen, I don't want to be weird, but like, she's single?"
Mm-hmm. Well, you've seen Hot Frosty.
Have we?
We watched Hot
haven't.
Frosty about 2 years ago on Thanksgiving, and it was one of the most excruciatingly boring, unfun viewings
Horrible.
of anything.
It's terrible.
It was so painful to watch. Not like in a fun, like, oh, isn't that bad movie? It was like, this is bad in a way that's unenjoyable.
Time for some Star Wars trivia.
Hey, wake us up
The
inside.
real Doctor Who.
Wake me up inside.
Star Wars trivia. While filming Star Wars 1977, a Sandcrawler prop near the Tunisian-Libyan border reportedly made Libyan dictator Muammar Gaddafi think what?
Man. He just thought, man, this Star Wars movie is going to be cool.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. He needed to pre-order his tickets. I think Zach's right. He
So
thought,
he went, I don't know what pre-ordering
Well,
tickets
Yeah.
Muammar
means, but
Gaddafi, original Star Wars fan, first one.
First
yeah,
one.
number one. He went on Fandango and he bought his first, he called Movie Phone and he said, "1 ticket for Star Wars, please."
okay. That wasn't it.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, we
All right.
tried.
Well, we'll come up with some other answers
So
after the break.
We have, do we
No,
have
we
we
don't
commercials?
do have
break.
commercial breaks. Yeah.
Oh.
We have them on the podcast app.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then here it comes.
Could you imagine if this was when there was a break?
I mean, I could put it in, I choose where the breaks go.
Whoa.
Yeah. So I could put it there.
Yeah. After the break.
Now, is that a
now
second
there's
one?
two, I have to put 2 ads in there. That's really going to piss people off.
we'll figure out this ad stuff after the
Yeah.
break.
Three
Okay.
right back to.
So Gaddafi sees this Sandcrawler prop near the border,
Uh-huh.
the Libyan border, Tunisia.
Yeah.
What does he think?
This is a great time to pick up some used droids.
Yeah. So logical.
Might want to check it out. They don't come by every single day, so maybe we should go see if there's any good used droids in here.
Yeah. Let's see if this droid speaks Bocce.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you have any that speak bocce?
He's got to go see if there's any droids that are there that were owned by his father previously.
Mm-hmm.
Papa Gaddafi.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
AJ, you got anything?
Probably thought they were under attack.
Yeah, he thought that Tunisia had deployed a military vehicle.
Yeah, just
Which-
with a bunch of very small hooded men.
Yeah, which led to threats of war.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's piggy
Star
contention
War.
right there. Yeah, I guess he would have launched the Star War,
He would-
technically
Yeah.
speaking.
Would have been land war, really.
Talk on that
Earth
Reagan.
war.
The Scottish have around 421 words to describe what?
Bogs.
That's what they say in British Bake Off.
Yeah.
We're in the gingham tent.
Color squares.
Excuse me?
Square colors.
Square colors.
Square colors?
Yeah.
What the hell's
Plaid.
a
It's another name for
square
plaid.
colors.
That's plaid.
All right.
But in the
Sheep.
heavy accent, the heavy Scottish
you
accent.
couldn't understand because
Yeah.
the accent was so on point.
Mhm, mhm.
I'm gonna go with, and this is shocking, but I read this somewhere, and it is in fact mini discs.
Whoa.
Oh.
What else could you possibly call them?
'Cause
That
they-
one name pretty much bullseye.
We,
right?
we discs.
Yeah, and
We
that's
roundies.
We roundies. Yeah,
it's
like that.
surprising, but that is actually one of the reasons they think that mini discs didn't do well, because there were so many names. People didn't know, oh, this is what I want. Because
Oh.
if I go and get a giggle box or whatever it
The
is,
giggle box?
yeah, it's
TV.
strange.
Is
How
it
am I
called
going to put
TV?
the disc in?
Is that in? Wait, hold on. Back up to giggle box. What is a giggle box?
It's a name for a mini disc that the Scottish, one of the hundreds of terms. Are you not listening?
No, apparently not. Is that why they thought that the GameCube was so superior in Scotland?
And the shiny donut, what is that? That's a mini disc.
It's a mini disc.
Okay.
I like the idea of all this being the case, but they didn't actually invent it.
No, they didn't invent it.
Just
They just
really
came
like
up
it.
with all the
No.
names.
Yeah.
She's very fond of it. Are we? Is this a love on the spectrum question? Is it rain? Because there was a thing where Connor was like, "There's 500 different ways in which they say rain."
Oh, maybe he said that, but you were actually right with
With
snow.
Oh my god! What?
421 words to describe snow. Sneasel, or Fliefle,
Well,
or
they're-
Flindrken.
Why does it sound? Why does it sound
Yeah.
Swedish
Yeah.
or
If
Finnish
he's-
or something?
All
Yeah, read them out. I
400
know
Scottish
a dramatic reading of
words
400.
for snow.
We'll do 200 now.
Skelf, Snophouther, Flukra, Skov, and a flag.
They all sound. Why do they all sound Norwegian?
I think it's my inflection. Here's another question. Why do building codes in South Florida require exterior doors to swing outwards?
Oh,
Hurricanes, probably.
The drink?
yeah. Too many drunks.
Yeah.
Too
Wait.
many drunks.
well, I know. I thought it was all doors that are required to swing outwards when you're in.
Florida, because it's like backwards rules.
Well, wait, they have to go outwards so that. Wait, hold on. Or is it the other way?
Well, I can tell you, your front door swings inwards.
This is Florida, you said specifically?
Well, usually you're leaving a restaurant and maybe somebody's carrying takeout or whatever, so it swings outward because you don't want to have someone carrying something
Or if
heavy.
there's like a fire in the restaurant,
Yeah,
you
or
want to be able to
shopping.
go out.
Or a hurricane is pushing the wind in. The wind is hitting the outside
The wind is
of the
hitting-
Shakey's pizza. And that's why.
I'm going to say air conditioning. Because if
What?
you push it in, are you putting hot air into the building? Whereas the opposite way would be the air, you're pushing away the hot air
Wait,
and
so
conserving the cold air.
which way is in and which way is out?
Okay, I think we're getting to the heart of this. Well, out would be like you're leaving and it pushes out.
Okay, so you
Opens
so they're
towards the
required to be pushing to pull them in.
No,
No.
exterior doors have to swing outward.
So
They
they
have
go.
to swing outward.
Yes.
Okay, I think it's because they know that gators can't open doors that way.
Unless invited.
Yeah, they gotta.
Vampire rules, kind of.
We call them gator rules. in
Gator
Florida.
rules in Florida. Yeah.
Does it have anything to do with flooding?
It's hurricanes.
Wow.
It's hurricanes.
Guys, come on.
Yeah, it offers more protection against hurricanes. It was enacted after Hurricane Andrew, which was in 1992.
I was in that.
Were you?
Yeah, I was there I think we were in the Bahamas when I was a kid and when they had to tape up all the windows. It was one of the only things because I would have been 5 and I very vividly remember like being on like a golf cart as we were going back to the hotel and being like, what's all this about? Like being very confused by the sort of urgency and panic of everyone around me. And then we all had to like sit. So we went up to our hotel room and the door, the glass doors had like blown in. And
Wow.
Yeah, that's
And
so 'cause they
so,
weren't.
actually-
there wasn't the code.
Yeah, it's so funny now that I didn't even realize I was leading up to that. It had blown in and we couldn't close it, or maybe my dad eventually closed it. I don't remember what happened,
Wow.
but we gave up and then we had to, I think, sleep in the lobby. Maybe I'm misremembering this. Is we had to sleep in the lobby and all the windows were taped up to keep the glass from like folding in on us.
Wow.
Went through all that and didn't even get the question right.
Yeah, it's true.
Didn't even get
What did I learn?
nothing.
Nothing.
That's interesting.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Hey.
Only one music video has the distinction of being selected for the Library of Congress's National Film Registry as culturally, historically, and aesthetically significant. What is it?
Michael Jackson, Remember the Time.
Remember the time?
Wow.
Magic Johnson, Eddie Murphy. Is it Angelica
Who
Houston?
was in the Remember the Time music
I
video?
think I just told you.
Okay, Iman.
Iman. Oh, okay. Mia.
Yeah, Tommy Tiny Lister Jr.
Okay.
Remember Tiny Lister?
No.
Wiley Draper and Farside.
Okay, but
These are all made
Eddie
up.
Murphy and Magic Johnson as well.
Yeah, Eddie Murphy and Magic
Yeah,
Johnson.
yeah. Okay. Thank
And
you.
Michael Jackson, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Everyone you just named sounds like a little elf or like a little mythical creature. I'm Farside. I'm Tiny Johnson Jr. What was the other guy?
Tiny
I'm
Lister.
Tiny Imam.
Iman? You know the
Iman?
model Iman married to David Bowie? Doesn't ring a bell?
Nothing.
Michael Jackson banged her, and she cheated on Eddie Murphy with Michael Jackson. That's how. That's how
in
I
the
know
music
her.
video. I was like, ain't no way that happened in real
Maybe
life.
in the music video, but maybe.
I think Michael Jackson would be like, no, that's icky.
We all know it's Thriller. Let's be honest.
Culturally,
It's definitely Michael Jackson. If it's not Remember the Time, then I'm going to go with his second best video. Let's all say it together. Scream.
Scream. I didn't.
With
I don't know what that
Janet
is.
Yeah, with Janet Jackson. Did I stutter? We all said it together.
I thought I was definitely, if it's not any of the Michael Jackson ones, it's the Coldplay one where they're apes.
Oh yeah, Adventure of a
favorite
Lifetime
video.
Yeah, I mean it is definitely top 3 best music videos ever made. Completely agree, Zach. And if it isn't, it should be.
Do you think they knew that video was being made?
The ape video?
Yeah, you think Chris Martin knew?
Oh, I thought you meant the apes that they used.
Yeah, did the apes know that they were being filmed?
Well, yeah, because they had to teach them how to play all those instruments.
They might have just caught him singing the songs.
Isn't it funny how they managed to find an ape that also wanted to wear the hat that the guitarist from Coldplay likes to wear?
That's why they filmed it.
You don't know how many apes they auditioned.
Yeah, to find the right apes that could play the songs and mouth the lyrics. It's beautiful.
Have we talked about the Nicole? No, we did talk about the Nicole Kidman
orangutan.
On
It came up.
Did we mention on the? Okay, yeah,
It came up.
on the Zachless episode. I think.
Yes. Ah, the Zachless.
Wait,
Well,
the
Zach
Zachless
Zach
files.
doesn't know about it.
I didn't even know there was a Zach.
We had to do
You
one.
didn't say.
Yeah,
This is what happened to me with the Carly thing,
You
where I
didn't-
went, "You recorded one with Carly?"
You didn't say, "Hey, could you record?"
It's
Well,
a
you
whole
were-
season.
you were
We did a whole
gone.
season without you, Zach.
When was
7 or 8 episodes.
When was this?
You were doing the Source America Awards.
Wait, I could have Skyped. I
Two-
could have
it's-
Skyped in.
2 episodes before this episode, you weren't in it. You're just finding
What?
this out now.
Surprise.
When did it? What?
But that doesn't matter.
Who was the
No.
fourth?
Zach, don't.
There was
it
no
doesn't
fourth.
matter. There was no.
It was
fourth.
literally
We
just
couldn't
us.
we couldn't even replace you.
It was
AJ,
just the three.
Zach, AJ,
Nicole Kidman?
Tell him about the orangutan.
Do you have any questions about
No,
it?
we got to move on.
Do you want to know what happened?
Was the chair even in it?
No, we
Was
did
it
not.
we did
collect
discuss
the
it.
chair, no.
Oh, but you know what? We thought about having
Setting
just
up a mic.
an empty mic, like an extra mic, just to,
Yeah.
but it was just too much
I
work.
said I didn't want to set up the
No.
tripod. Didn't
Yeah,
Okay.
and in memoriam.
What did you say? I was busy, or did you say I didn't show up?
Didn't care to show up.
Yeah, doesn't like being
Didn't
here.
care for
Oh.
it. Hates something about hating the audience.
Wow. Here
Yeah.
I thought I was like, oh, perfect streak. I've made them all.
I mean, I didn't realize you guys were recording one with Carly, and that
I
just
actually
happened.
Was thinking yesterday that I would love the 3 of you to do an episode without me.
I bet you
With
would. That's
no
your dream for all
questions?
things.
No,
That's
you
always
guys ask
been
each
your
other
dream.
questions.
No. So there's an orange-haired orangutan, right? Is that I don't know what the species is. The orange orangutan who I guess for some reason was in a zoo and managed to get his hands on a magazine with a bunch of pictures of Nicole Kidman that he would hang up in his habitat. I didn't tell
loves
it
her.
is loves Nicole Kidman and hangs up photos of her
Are we
in
sure
her
it wasn't
habitat.
just Paul Giamatti and his makeup from the Planet of the Apes movie?
From the
Could
Tim
be.
Burton?
Yeah.
it
I
could-
guess
it's,
My question for that is how does it get to the point where he gets the magazine and then is it that, how does it get to that
They
point where
probably throw all kinds of junk in there that he goes through, and then they're like, "Oh, he's like playing with his big long
Just a bunch of
fingers, and
magazines.
he's ripping." And then he sees this one, like, "Oh, that's funny." So they probably found other magazines that had her in it, and then tossed it in there.
not like a Jessica Chastain? or-
Which one of us hasn't lust over an orangutan at some point in our lives?
Yeah, all our orangutan magazines that we keep. I hang up the prettiest
National
ones.
Geographic or whatever, and you find some
Whatever.
orangutans, and you
I say
Put them on your wall.
orangutan.
I say
And we
orangutan,
discussed
too.
this on the
Yeah.
show once.
Yeah.
I have a hard time getting rid of the G.
So, what
Like
do we
sherbet.
think the most beautiful orangutan is? Like, if that orangutan is the hot for Nicole Kidman, what do you think there's any orangutan out there where we could just reciprocate and be like,
That he'd be hot enough
Or-
to set up with her?
Yeah.
what would be the hottest orangutan that we could find? Do you think any of us would find? Look up,
Google hottest orangutan.
there was famously that
look
very
up
attractive.
beautiful orangutan.
There was the attractive gorilla in the Japanese
Oh,
zoo.
yeah. You guys
who
know about
everyone
this?
was lusting after because he was
No.
very hot. But
Yeah.
gorilla is different than orangutan.
Shabani.
I just don't understand. My question is, if this orangutan lusts after Nicole Kidman, what must he think of other orangutans? You know? Like if he finds her beautiful, how can he also be attracted to his own species?
How do you go back
Well,
from
that's
there?
what I'm wondering. Are there some really gorgeous orangutans that we just haven't looked up?
Or he's just like, oh my God, what am I been wasting my whole existence on?
I want to go back to Shabani for a moment. The
Who's
handsome,
Shabani's the sexy ape.
Let's
handsome
see.
gorilla.
Sexy gorilla.
He
Striking.
he had women fawning over him, calling him a hairy heartthrob because of his alluring looks and his muscles
Oh,
and
what do you
everything.
think?
And his
Hey,
muscles.
What do you think
So-
is more strange? Women and men lusting after a gorilla
Hmm.
or a known serial killer who's like in prison? Like,
Serial
would you?
killer.
Would you?
Serial killer.
If you
Serial
were,
killer.
Yeah.
you think it's weirder for someone to write a letter, like professing their love to a known serial killer who's in prison,
Yes.
than it is to write a letter to a gorilla? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just curious.
Absolutely do. Because look at this. Look at this. I mean, the
No,
audio
I agree.
listeners.
Stunning.
He's posing. He's got his hand on his
He's beautiful.
chin. He's
Yeah, I think he's
like
remarkable.
a Clark
Oh,
Gable
yeah.
type.
That's a
Yeah.
handsome gorilla.
It's a very
Gorilla.
handsome.
I'd write a letter to that gorilla. I don't care who you killed,
No.
I'd say. What about a gorilla that has all the traits?
Well, he's already got
Serial-
two
a
wives.
serial killer.
So-
Got two wives?
Two wives?
Yeah.
So you're saying it sounds like they're real loose with their rules. So you're saying there's opportunity for perhaps
He's got
third
wives,
wife?
I and Nene. So
You see me on the news running into a gorilla enclosure with a red wig.
did I tell you guys it's Thriller?
Zach guessed Thriller, and
Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
Oh.
it's Thriller. It was inducted in 2009.
But they were, correct me if I'm wrong, they were trying to get Scream in
They
there,
were
and then
trying
Rock
to
My World
get-
as well.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, but they failed. They failed.
Interesting. I guess so.
I remember.
Why not?
The way Zach said interesting earlier after a question that made it sound like he wasn't interested at all, and the fact that you just yawned while saying interesting.
I would say I'm not interested.
Makes
That
me-
was what that I went, huh?
question whether or not it's interesting.
I was far more interested in the gorilla situation. And yeah, people who write letters to serial killers.
gorillas.
What's going
not
on with that?
Particularly well endowed. Just
Well, that
putting
doesn't
out
matter.
there.
It's about how beautiful their face is
Just putting it out there.
and the size of their heart.
Maybe that gorilla's got a great personality.
Striking eyes.
I'm going to end this one with a riddle
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
from
Are we-
Reader's
are we
Digest.
over already?
Well,
I thought it was fast.
I think it might take you a while.
Oh. What walks on two hands? Go on.
No, you go on.
What walks on two hands in the morning? No, I got
That's
nothing.
wrong.
Is that
It's
okay?
four.
Let's try to solve that. What walks on two hands in the morning? A clock that's in the morning out. That's at like 6 a.m. There.
Yes, 6 a.m.
There. Here's the real riddle.
Okay.
Not a pretender.
My dog Batty walks on her two hands when she pees.
She does.
She
yeah.
does a handstand to urinate, although she does not have hands.
You see a boat filled with people.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Remember that. You see
Okay.
a boat filled with people.
Okay.
The boat has not sunk, but when you look again, you don't see a single person on the boat. Why?
It went over the horizon. It went over the horizon.
I'd like you all to come to a consensus on your answer
Oh,
and then
okay.
present the answer to me.
Okay.
I'll start the clock. You've got 30 minutes.
Okay.
So we go ahead.
So you see a bunch of people on the boat, and then you look back, and there's no people on the boat. It's a ghost boat.
Yeah,
Mm,
Ghost Ship.
Ghost ship.
Ghost ship.
All of them were cut in half, like at the opening of Ghost Ship.
Great opening.
That's right.
Great opening.
Great
Horrible
opening.
movie.
Yeah.
Wonderful opening.
Perfect. Well, see, at the railing height is where they got cut. So when you turn around, you wouldn't see that. All their little bodies are standing, but it's just half of them. So of course you wouldn't see Ghost Ship.
Can you read it again?
You see a boat filled with people. It has not sunk, but when you look again, you don't see a single person on the boat. Why?
It has not sunk, but when you look again, you don't see a single
Why?
person on
Yeah.
the boat. It's because it's a
29
couple's
minutes.
boat.
29
it's
minutes.
It's a boat that you go on a date on.
29
Oh.
minutes.
It's
I
a
mean.
bunch of couples.
You don't see a single person because you see a lot of people.
You see, they're all in relationships. They're all couples.
Oh,
That's why.
Yeah.
You don't see a single person because it's a boat for a date. It's a date
It's
boat.
Love Boat.
It's a love boat.
It's a love boat.
It's a love boat, Elyse.
but
It-
why do we need to specify that the boat has not sunk?
Well, because I don't know, because it's irrelevant. You still
That's
see
what
the boat.
Riddlers. That's what Riddlers do. They throw these little things in there to like get you off your own mindset to trick you.
Well,
Do you
you
want
said
the-
it's a boat full of people.
Do you want the answer?
No,
No.
we have 28 minutes.
It's 28 minutes to figure this
Yeah,
out.
we got plenty of time.
The boat
I
is
should
full of
just read you
people.
the answer.
No, the boat is full of people. They're all inside. They all just went
I'm
indoors.
going to read you the answer.
The boat, they're
Here's the
inside.
answer
Okay.
from Reader's Digest.
Ugh.
Hard riddles like this can be tricky for kids because they seem to invite straightforward, logical thinking. You may come up with answers like they all went below deck or they jumped overboard, but you need to focus on the word single and think about its other meanings. All the people were married.
Boom!
James got it right.
I'm smarter than a kid. I'm smarter than a kid.
I still think it could be Ghost Boat. My issue with most riddles is you could come up with a second answer that is correct that doesn't line up with the riddle master's situation. They're like,
What?
no, that is not correct. And it's like, well, technically what we said is
If you're
true.
not doing it to unlock a wish or a door, I think it's fine.
You mean to argue for?
You're saying you're upset with riddles sometimes because there could be multiple answers, and I'm
Mhm.
saying it doesn't matter unless you're trying to unlock a wish or a door.
Well, how will I know? Until I
You'll find the riddle master will say to get past this thing, you have to answer my riddle, and that's the only time where it really matters.
I never know.
Every other time, there's no reason to get upset.
I'm upset. Well, I don't know that a chest might have unlocked if I got
Has
it correct.
there been any deaths in history
Because of a riddle?
because of a riddle not solved? Because that's a really common trope in literature and movies.
Mm.
But has it ever happened in real life?
The French Revolution. Can you escape this guillotine?
No.
No.
Wait,
could.
that was the right answer.
This has been Answer for It. Thank you to our splendid daddies, BBC Basic, Jesus Christ, Pseudonym, Doom Feather, Adam R. Savage, Gina Nervaez Jr., Uncle Marcus, and Evan M. And a big shout out, big thank you to Mike Admirer Barfay. Barfay.
Barfay.
Who was a Funhouse viewer.
Old school fan.
Wow.
So glad that you're listening, Barfay. Thank you so much.
I don't like no parfait. Eddie Murphy, here he goes.
Oh.
Who doesn't like
You do.
parfait? I don't like no
Yeah.
parfait, but it's parfait.
I'm sure Barfay will love that.
Parfait will love that. James, do your donkey impression.
Buffet.
Yeah. They love that.
Perfect. I like they just hit a button and that happens, basically.
I have to say that James did have the 11th hour pull there with the riddle answer. Zach had the thriller answer, but AJ had those back-to-back correct answers for the Scottish question and the Florida building code question. And
Well, I didn't get Florida building. That was
got
James.
the Florida building.
oh, right,
code
you got the
question
Florida
right.
building, but AJ did live it. And so he
Yeah,
should
but
have
he
been
lived
able.
through
He lived
it.
He lived it, but got it wrong.
meant nothing to him.
Well, he did have the Star Wars answer correct too. So I guess maybe James and AJ are tied for Piggy.
Tied for
podcast.
piggies?
A trough?
Oh,
They both
a
feed from
communal
the same trough. Yeah.
I feel like there should have to be a tiebreaker if there's a tie.
Oh, do we have time to do a last minute trivia
Yeah, here's a
tiebreaker?
really quick
Last
one.
minute
I'm gonna hug this pillow with
tiebreaker.
sleepiness.
Here's a quick one. What is the function of an earlobe?
Oh,
What do you mean the function? Like someone designed it?
What's the function? Yeah, when God made the earlobe.
It softens the intake of sound into the ear or something. 'Cause it's,
This right here.
yeah, that part is it's just so your ears. It's just soft sounds.
And so Jimmy Stewart can pull on and go, say that in my good ear.
You're not
eh?
competing. You're not part of this,
Oh,
right?
Yeah, but he gets the point. He gets the point.
But,
And you're wrong.
oh,
Mm. The function of the earlobe.
well, we're supposed to be working against each other on this, I guess, because
The function. Well, I'm looking at you. I gave my answer.
Oh.
It's to soften the sweet sounds of someone whispering in your ear, going sibilance,
then
sibilance.
James, it's all down to you.
It's all down to you,
me.
Jimmy
It feels
boy.
like it's an aerodynamics thing. Like the idea is to, I feel like AJ might be pretty close to his answer that the shape of the ear has a lot to do with circling sound waves deeper into it. And maybe
This
the
isn't
earlobe
as
is tight.
fun as I thought it
I
would
know.
be.
The Piggy Award, though. We can't be
Yeah,
funny.
we
I
can't
thought
be
it was gonna
funny.
be the high octane.
No, it's probably the worst tiebreaker. So the function of the earlobe is so that way when you're sleeping, little fairies can have something to jump off to
Inside your brain.
into your brain.
Yeah.
Earlobes have no essential or known biological function.
Hey, Elyse.
Great
fuck
riddle.
you.
This is our first episode where we will not have a piggy of the podcast name.
No.
Except for all those other episodes where we forgot.
I mean,
That means that I win because I torpedoed. You were going to share the reward, but now no one gets it.
no one gets it, and no one gets the Mark John Jeffries People PC.
Wow.
No one gets anything this episode.
What an upset.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
But they can get tickets to Answer For It live in Austin, Texas,
Yes,
if they would be so inclined.
Yes,
You know,
they
I'm taking
can.
back your mention of Barfay as well.
No,
What? No, you can
take
Barfay's
it back.
great.
We never mentioned Barfay. It didn't happen.
Oh,
Sorry,
Barfay's
Barfay.
great. No,
We've never talked about you. I don't like no Barfay.
Well, Barfay, if you're going to be in Austin on July 15th, make sure to come on out to Answer For It live. It's going to be a fun trivia panel show, kind of like this, but a little less chaotic. Is that possible?
No, it's going to be more chaotic.
Is it though?
It'll be
I don't know if it's more chaotic.
We're
You wanna
tepid
sell
today.
Something is less chaotic.
We will-
Jessica's going to be wasted.
yeah. So we're going to have a bunch of guests. Elyse will be there. Jessica Vasami. The two of them do a podcast called 30 Morbid Minutes. And then I'm also going to have Blaine Gibson and Barbara Dunkelman, who work on a show called Tales from the Stinky Dragon. And Eric,
I thought you were going to say Tales from the Stinky Crypt. And
Why?
they should absolutely do a
Ooh.
horror special of their show
For
called
Halloween, Tales of the Stinky Crypt.
why is it so stinky
I'll
down
send
there?
a text. Oh, I
But it's, it's a crypt.
And Eric Badur and Jeff
Stinky.
Ramsey from Regulation
I
Podcast.
don't know who those people are.
Yeah, you do.
You do. You
You
absolutely
know who
do.
Jeff Ramsey is.
You know what? I could say I don't know who that is.
Well,
That's probably
fair.
true.
That's fair.
How does it feel to be wrong?
Yeah. So we'll see you in Austin or not.
No, I hope
I
you
hope
guys
we
come
do.
out to the
No,
show.
we
They're always
will.
a lot of fun. And so, yeah, please come out to the show. If you're going to be in Austin, July 15th, 29th Street Ballroom. It's going to be a great show. And believe the tickets are linked in the description. Zach?
Yes, Zach?
I was going to say, when you said and I said, and we'll figure out what's at the end of that clause after the break.
Oh my gosh. It took you so long to get there. Please, it's done.
Answer For It is an Airwave Media podcast.